All right, so I'm going to tell a quick story about my first job. I think I need some light on. All right, so my first job was at a water park. And I'm not going to say no names, but it's the most beautiful place in the United States. They have beaches, and you have to take a plane to get there. And the last part is called Falls. So if you can figure that out, you know where I worked. All right. So anyway, I worked at this water park, and I was so excited when I got the job. And so I went in there for the orientation, and they had some of us come in early to help set up the water park. So I came and I set up the water park, and I thought this was so cool because I was like, man, I get to go to the water park. I've never been to a water park before, so this is going to be so exciting, right? So then we had training because I was a cashier. So I went to the training class, but I walked to the water park, so I didn't actually have a ride to the training site, but somebody told me they were going to give me a ride, and this person I knew, and my mama always told me you don't get in the car with strangers, so I got in the car with somebody I knew, even though I was nervous about it because my mama told me never get in the car with anybody. So anyway, I got in the car, and I was like, oh, I hope my mama don't see me. But anyway, we went to the training center, and then the person I came with decided they're going to bug out like 30 minutes early. And I don't know nobody else. So I left. And I said, is there a way that I can like train later or something? Because like my ride is here and I gotta go, right? And they were like, oh yeah, of course. Like, yes, you can. We're going to reschedule your training. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. And then I came back and I was like, hey, so about that training, like, are we going what we're going to do? And they're like, oh, we're going to set up for it. Okay. And I was like, okay. And they never set up for it. And so when the first day came, they had me as a janitor. A janitor. I'll tell you the rest in a minute because this is a long story and it's longer than 3 minutes. So bear with me. Okay. Thank you. All right. So they made me a janitor. And they didn't train me on it. So I can only go by the way my mama used to clean. And she was very strict. So it's like if she sees one little smudge out of place, like the bathroom is not clean, the kitchen is not clean, you're going to have to do it over again. She will pull the dishes out of the cabinets. Like she did not play about cleanliness. Okay. So when they gave me the job working as a janitor, and they told me that I had to clean the bathroom, nobody told me what clean the bathroom meant. All right. So I was over here mopping, scrubbing floors, scrubbing toilets. I was wiping down everything. I was like trying to be very sanitized. But these people kept walking in there and messing everything up and getting everything all wet right when I thought it was done. And I had to start all over again. And then the management talking about, where's Daphne? Where's Daphne? We can't find her. Where is she? Oh, she went AWOL. She can't be here. I don't. And I'm like, no, I'm right here. I've been in the bathroom the whole time. That's where y'all told me to be. Like, that's where I've been the whole time. I can't seem to get it clean. And so they're like, they didn't say nothing to me. Like, I kept coming to work and going to the bathroom and staying in the bathroom all day. And they talking about like, I'm missing. One day they're like, oh, we need help on the cash registers, right? And they gave me like a quick like little minute training. And I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And I was like, finally I'm on the register. And I started ringing up stuff. And then I couldn't get the drawer open. And I was like, hey, I need help. Please help me. And they were like, just looked at me and go, hey girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not saying hi. Like, I'm not saying hi. I need help. And they were just waving at me and I'm like, please help me. Please. And nobody was coming. So I took matters into my own hands and I just started pressing buttons all over the place, just pressing buttons and the drawer opened. I was like, oh my God, this works. So I gave them their change back and then I just started pressing buttons. Every time I messed up, I was just like, oh man, the drawer closed. I can't get it open. I'll press buttons. Long story short, they called me in the office and said that my drawer was short $98 and some change. And I said, no, I counted out the right amount. That's not right. And they're like, what were you doing? And I was like, I called y'all over, but nobody came over to help me. So I just started pressing buttons to get this drawer open. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, but nobody told me. And they're like, well, we're going to have to like let you go because you're registered for more than $50 and we can't have that. I'm like, but nobody trained me on the register. And they're like, yeah, like, no, we can't have you here. And I was just like, you can take it on my check. And they're like, no, it's just not working out. I was devastated. Okay, so this is the very last part. So I was devastated, like I said, and I was crying, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my God, like, I can't go home without a job. Like, oh my God, like, please give me the job back. And they were like, no, we can't. Like, you gotta go. And they're like, you can call your mom if you want. You gotta go though. And so I was like, okay, no. And I just literally walked. I was like, if something happens to me, it's your fault. And I literally walked. And then my mom saw me and she was like, what's wrong? And I said, I lost my job. And she's like, girl, it's okay. It was just your first job. I wasn't expecting you to hold it forever. And I was just like, and then she saw my hands and she was pissed. Like, she was so mad. She's like, what happened to your hands, girl? What happened to your hands? And I was like, they had me in the bathroom. They had me clean the bathroom. And they're like, why you got blisters though? Like, why you got blisters all over your hand? Because I didn't know how to clean the bathroom. I didn't know what to do. It's like, thank God you lost this job. Like, for real. Like, I was about to catch a case because, like, if they didn't let you go, I was going to make you quit. Because there's no way you should be having blisters on your hands. And I said, oh, and she said, girl, don't worry about it. You can get another job. This is just your first job. There's plenty of jobs. So just let it go. It's cool. And that was the story of my first job. I had blisters. My register was short. And I still have never been to a water park. I mean, like, for real. Me now, I'm way older than 16. We're just going to say that. I still have never been to a water park. Crazy.